This is episode 26. You are on approach.
63, climb maintain 13 down.
13,000, 63.
463, contact the New York Center 128.3.
28.3, JetBlue 63, good day. Hello, Captain.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another show. On Approach is a weekly flight sim and aviation enthusiast podcast covering the week's top user-submitted news and posts. I said that backwards on the skylounge.tv. Welcome, welcome. From the top, welcoming our hosts, almost a full stack here today. Right below me, we've got Mr. B. Welcome, Mr. Brian.
Hello, everyone.
Got Mr. Spark Smudge.
Hello.
What's up, buddy? How's it going?
Good man.
What time is it over there?
Stupid o'clock in the morning.
Stupid o'clock.
6:46.
Do you have your coffee?
Yes.
I wish I had coffee, but it's late here. Mr. Pear, checking in live and direct from the dentist's office. Mr. Pear, hello.
Ladies and gentlemen.
That's so fucking serious.
Direct satellite feed, yeah?
Yes.
A satellite that you put in space
Yes.
on your last mission last week.
Yes, SpaceX. My own personal satellites.
You're a wild man, Mr. P. You're a wild man. Also welcoming Mr. Live Sparks. Welcome, sir. And last but definitely not least, the new guy in the group, the one we're all going to pick on, Mr. Superthrive.
FNG.
Good morning.
Good morning, bro. Good morning. Good morning. All right. This is a fun one because, oh God, there's no leading into this. Let's just go straight in. First impressions, Virtualcol CRJ series pack P3D. This is the $20 $25 CRJ that was released early in the week. Like I say in the post, I scooped it up mainly because I'm a visuals kind of guy. And two of the deliveries are from my home country of Bolivia. So yeah. What I read in the reviews, and I think it was Smurf John that said, make sure you read the reviews first. And I did. And of course, the systems people were like, this is a piece of poop. And the visuals people were like, it looks nice from a distance. I get that, and I'm okay with looks nice for a distance, so I went for it. Like I say here, from a distance, it looks good. Up close, not so good. Let's watch the clip.
Big gaps.
So this weird modeling. At first, I thought it was a modeling error, right? Those nasty gashes on the fuselage. Then I started seeing other little elements, like, for example, the texture itself, like the reflection mapping. Look how it ends at the flag, all weird. There's a solid line here, and it's like very dark over on the left side of the flag and bright on the right side. And there's also another split up. Oh, it's up here, right beneath the windows, where the gloss of the plane, like the clear coat, is completely different from top to bottom and from front to back. The four pieces do not match. Drove me crazy. Turns out, and I have to say this in full fairness, turns out that the error with these slashes was not the modeling, like I alluded to in stream. It actually was the livery. So some livery painter out there made like 6 of the liveries or more, only 6 are what I found, all had these weird gashes and slashes in it. But there were other
like a
liveries.
Structural problem with a plane.
It does. It genuinely looks like a 3-dimensional issue of stretching or something. But other liveries did not have this. So, okay, cool, whatever. They did offer like 58 billion liveries on this thing. But still, I mean, quality control, guys, right? Like, you expect it to be vetted at least to some extent. Engine animations. It looks like they modeled the recent AirAsia in-flight vibration model. If you haven't seen this video, this was a flight, Air Asia, that people were saying was like a washing machine. One of the engines was out of whack, and it was like this. It was like this for hours, right? These poor people had to deal with this for hours until the plane turned around and landed again. Well, not much different here. As I fired up the engines for the first time in the plane, and look at the vibration in the engines. It's just like out of control. So naturally, I played Shake, Rattle, and Roll.
That reminds me of the old freeware Project Open Sky aircraft that we had in FS 2009 or something.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like the texture is not
Shaking
uniform.
all over
It's
it.
like there's a shadow in some parts and it's brighter in some others. And when you spin it, it's just causing this kind of weird texturing issue. But some of the poor freeware ones have this issue. You don't have that on high-end ones anymore.
Yeah,
That's like FS 2004 issues.
definitely. So I played Rock Around the Clock while that was happening on stream. Then we get into the flight model stuff, right? Like that's just visuals, right? Flight model is absolute garbage. Landing it is virtually impossible. You think you can flare? Ha! Throttle at full idle, full flaps, speed under 120, flare, and you literally shoot back up into the sky. And a shout out to my man Aerosim Gaming here. I was like, cue Aerosim Gaming, because he would have a fucking field day with this plane. Check this out. Down, please. We're gonna run out of Edwards runway. Can we go down? Yeah, we were about to run out of runway at Edwards Air Force Base, where the space shuttle lands. There's no weight. There's no weight to it. I'm flaring and it doesn't come down. I'm at full idle with full flaps. Flare. Here it is. Flare. It gets crazier. Like it gets $25 plane. That's almost like Alabeo realm, you know? Like actually that's beyond some Alabeos. That's beyond the Waco, which is a work of art. Within the Earth's atmosphere, I could do backflips, reverse flips, over the top, and full rolls. Check this out. Rocket ship with small little tiny mini wings.
It's the F-22 edition.
Yeah, I'm still doing 700 knots. This is going above 700 knots in the CRJ.
Oh my god!
Bananas, right?
Oh.
I mean, that's just bananas.
And while he was doing that, I couldn't keep up with him in the F-16.
Yeah, he was telling me in the F-16. So I clocked it at over 710 knots in level flight. Yes, you can go beyond the speed of sound in this CRJ. Climbing.
Crazy.
I mean, this thing was, it handled like 695, 698, 695, 698.
Pause it there. Pause it there.
Pausing.
Look at the buttons above the navigational display. Right?
I never even tried to turn that off.
No, not even those. Below that. Just above the screens. On the left.
Oh, yeah?
That's FS9 stuff.
That's default.
Oh, yeah?
That's like shortcuts to open the maps and stuff.
Yes, yeah.
Oh.
I haven't seen those in years.
These guys kick it. They keep it old school, man. They're like the hipsters of flight simulation, right? They keep it like the guys that use a typewriter instead of a computer these days. Yeah, That's Virtualcol. So it gets crazier. You know, it handles in the sky about as well as a satellite does in orbit in outer space. At that point, inspiration just hit and we went for it. Ground control to Major Tom.
He's off to see Mr. Pear.
That's so beautiful. That's just so beautiful.
What altitude were you at there?
We're in space party.
200,000.
I congratulated the folks at Virtualcol on their space launch. This pretty much just sums it up right there, dude. Ah, my goodness. I just,
It's a tin can.
It's all in all, is it worth $25? No. Is it worth $20? Not when you're comparing it to other $20 offerings. Is it freeware worthy? Yes. And there are however, some freeware planes that poop on this too. I'd say it's a $9.99 special, and I'm tempted to request a refund, except I love the Bolivian liveries. And I value keeping my Sim Market account and access to past purchases. It's a nice bird for screenshots and model matching, but that's about it. I was able to take some really nice screenshots. I mean, you can see, even in this screenshot, like, it does look nice from a distance. But as you get closer, more details are revealed, and then you're like, I'm not going to talk to this chick.
But in a world where the Aerosoft CRJ will release in about 10 years, is it worth waiting or spending that amount on that airplane?
It's not. Yeah. It's worth waiting. It honestly, what this did is it made me want that Aerosoft one even more now.
Even more, yeah.
Even more now.
Just wait 10 years for it.
Yeah, so, I'll wait to 10 years for it. But, have you guys had any other experiences like this with other planes that you purchased and then you were like, what the hell? Why did I do that?
No.
No?
Well, Abacus 787, but you buy it with the mindset that it's going to be crap, So that doesn't count, really.
Yeah.
It's a nice shot, though.
Yeah, it looks good. It really does.
In orbit.
Yeah, in orbit. It does look good from a distance. I took some beautiful screenshots in Bolivia with Mount Illimani in the background and stuff. I mean, gorgeous shots. And everyone was like, yo, what plane is that? What plane is that? But, when you see all of this other stuff kind of piled up, you're like, okay, I'll save my $25.
Did you recommend it to anyone that was watching the stream? Saying,
No.
What plane is that? Where do I get it?
No, I mean, of course, naturally, I'm going to tell people what it is and where to get it. But, I said, just look at what I'm doing on screen. That should be your your star rating, really. If I'm goofing off with it, it's probably not worth spending money on it.
So, Edson, Skydive or Skydive?
Skydive, bro. Skydive. Like I was saying at the tail end of here, what makes me sad is that as a consumer, I really do run a risk if I make a stink about this. Like if I say, hey, Sim Market, I bought this plane, you guys sold it to me. I understand that you have a deal with the developer, but you guys sold it to me. I actually want my money back because this is really not nice. It's crap. It's not worth the $25. It's broken in so many ways. I want my money back. I've seen horror stories with the guys at Sim Market. Is it worth that?
Are not friendly to the community.
I've seen them lock down accounts. I mean, okay, I'm not going to say I've seen it, but I've seen reports of people getting locked out of their accounts, losing all their past purchases, thousands of dollars in past purchases gone because they're like, oh, you want a refund? Boop! Fuck off. I don't want to risk
It depends. It depends. You hear our stories, horror stories, but oftentimes what customers do before asking for a refund, they'll try to charge back their credit card.
Which is the wrong way of going about it.
Which is the wrong way. It's very expensive for the resellers, the retailers, and that's the main reason why people get their accounts blocked. If you want a refund,
I'll take a damn credit. I'll take store credit.
Yeah, if it's within the policies, I mean, I guess you could, but it depends on the policies of the sellers. But the main reason why they block accounts is because people do chargebacks on their cards.
iFly 737NG for P3D V4 released. So I had forgotten all about this plane. I'd not had a real reason to fly this one. I switched into the Captain Sim 737, and then from the Captain Sim, with the training of Mr. Pear here and others, dove into the PMDG 737. Any experience with the Flight 1 jets, guys?
Well, it's a Flight 1 jet, so I don't have it. And I won't have it either.
Not a
The
fan?
airplane is probably great. The airplane is probably great, but the installer, I just can't stand it. The experience that I had with previous purchases is just. And I'm not saying this because they sell EasyDock. I mean, but the wrapper is shit. So
Flight 1 wrappers are an evil that should be disappeared.
It's very
I mean,
old.
it's a good idea because it prevents piracy. I mean, you download the product, you pay for it, all within the wrapper. It unlocks, saves a key to your machine. But there's got to be a better way, guys. It's really, really painful using those Flight 1 wrappers.
One of my first purchases was actually from Flight 1 in FS9. Even earlier, I think.
damn.
Even earlier. I think it's the oldest wrapper around.
Wow. Tell me this, Pair. Did they get the windows right? They did.
They did, yes.
They did.
On point, yes. Doesn't look like those church windows in the PMDG. Though.
Yeah.
What version is this? Is this the 200 or 300 or?
The
Because
8?
I don't see any eyebrow windows.
It's the NG series.
Yeah, it's got eyebrows.
6, 7, 8.
It's got eyebrows.
Yeah, it's a very, very good alternative to the PMDG aircraft.
Perfect
how much
time
are they
to
selling?
release.
Yeah, it's released first.
Yeah.
So that's,
Perfect
Yeah.
time to release.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
737 for V4 is not out yet from the PMDG camp, so you're right. Perfect time to release.
how much is it?
Ah, see, that's the catch. It's $80, and that's pretty close to PMDG prices.
Do you
get
have the
there.
600 for that? You have the
600,
6, 7,
700 extended range, 800, 900, and 900 extended range, and
But
the
it's less
BBJ,
expensive,
BBJ2, and the BBJ3.
oh, BBJ, they have that.
Whole package.
Does it come with the gravel pack?
That would be nice if they had
It
that.
would be nice if they had the gravel pack. Definitely would be nice.
Control F gravel.
Where? You don't see that, do you? No.
Control F.
Oh,
NGs.
you're telling me.
I never knew
No,
the
it's
NG
not
had
mine.
any gravel packs.
Yeah, they do. 700 has it.
That's pretty cool, man. Not bad to have an alternative, and really, it doesn't look terrible. Good looking plane.
That's a good statement. It doesn't look terrible.
It's a good looking plane. It doesn't look terrible, you know?
Yeah,
It's- the thing is-
CRJ.
If it looks different, sometimes we're thinking it looks ugly,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not because it's different then it's ugly, right? That looks totally fine.
Mhm.
It's not absolutely beautiful, but it's fine, it's accurate, and it's all that you need.
But
And
2D
it's different.
panels.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's a
cool,
full
too.
2D panel. Well, for those of you looking for an alternative, there you go. The 737 NG, now released by iFly. Elderly passenger throws coins into engine for good luck.
Yeah, you're asking for trouble, and yeah.
Oh
How?
my god.
How did she manage that? How
So they
did she
had-
get that close to the engines?
They had the air stairs out, right? They're boarding.
Yeah.
And she's just sitting there throwing coins out into the engine, man.
But usually you have some guards, you have some like people there preventing this kind of shit to happen. But which
I think
country
she.
is that?
I think she threw. I think she threw a handful
Yeah.
in one go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Passengers boarding the flight reportedly saw an elderly woman throwing coins at the engine for blessings in the middle of the boarding staircase.
Also, so she were halfway up in the staircase when she
Yeah.
threw those coins.
How did they tell the pilots? Like, do you come into the cockpit? You're like, yeah, it's not gonna work because
Look at this, dude.
some person threw some coins in it. Like, I'm not believing you. It's like it's a prank or something.
It's China.
I bet Superthrive's passengers do that every time he tries to fly. I think he has
Wonder
yet
if
to
he got
complete a
money back.
landing.
Yeah, have you completed a flight yet, Superthrive?
Yeah.
Yes, I actually did.
Well done.
Good job, Mr. Superthrive.
So
Good job.
did they give the money back to the women, or did they
God.
keep the money for the time?
5
For luck.
hours late. 5
Oh,
hours
Jesus Christ.
late. 5 hours late.
Oh,
This dude's like, really?
yeah, really.
All right, Mr. Pre-Drag brings us this next one. A fun little video. He always wanted to do this, he says. Why? Ask him. He's a huge fan of Michael Jackson. Enjoy the weekend, he says. Check this out.
What is that?
With some Michael Jackson playing.
What? What is that?
Oh, fantastic.
with the Michael Jackson song playing. Amazing. Just amazing. Oh, so good. So good. Oh, it must be like an avatar or something that he loaded, you know? I don't know. That's just nuts, but hilarious. Thank you for that, Pre-Dry. That definitely made me
Did
smile.
you know Michael Jackson had special shoes made with leg braces so he could do that?
What's funny is that he made this post on the day that we had the conversation with the kids as they were theorizing how Michael Jackson did that. And yeah, I told him it was like the slotted shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. Like it was just these little pegs that popped up from the ground and they knew right where to be on cue and they slid the shoe onto the peg and it grabbed it perfectly so they can lean with full force. And if
Yeah,
you look
they're-
real close, one guy missed the peg for a minute.
Yeah, there's also a video of one where he has to give it an effort to actually get it out of the peg.
Oh, he got stuck?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Brilliant, though, right? Like, absolutely brilliant. The guy was the legendary performer.
And showmanship.
Showmanship through the roof, man. Amazing. I would say he brought the house down, but then I remembered that there was a Pepsi commercial where he literally brought the house down and his hair caught on fire. That was Pepsi, I think, right? Like he was on a stage and then the lights came and like caught his hair on fire and shit.
Yeah, I think he
Jerry
came
Curl.
out of a plane model or something.
Yeah. Oh, that avatar?
Yeah, the commercial.
The commercial.
Comes
Oh,
out
okay.
of a plane and pyro goes off and its head caught fire.
Gotcha.
But that's what caused his addiction to pain medication as well.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't do too much hairspray.
Yeah, too much Jerry
Let
Curl.
your soul glow.
So glow.
Yo, Edson, hold on.
Yo.
Before you move to that other news, I have that video that you need to play. It's in the same lines as the one we just saw, and it's just totally worth it. Put the music on. It's totally.
Oh dear, this is bad already.
We're going to unlock that CRJ.
And it just keeps going. Well, I need to do one with the CRJ. Oh my god. Anyone out there watching, if you can edit a video like this, hit me up. I got you the footage of the CRJ. Oh,
that's the
my
best.
god, bro.
So I saw it on the P3D group.
Putin just joined. Putin just boarded that.
My goodness.
Oh my god. Just released today, Turbine Sound Studios Boeing 777 sound pack for P3D. This is the GE90 engines. This one's submitted by Mr. Steve Simmons, 1958. Check it out.
Wow. High def.
And yes, for some reason, this is the one I had the hardest time installing. I like the stereo sound. Alright, come on, open them up. Jeez, monsters. Oh yeah, what a difference from the default. That's just excellent.
I've got no problem with accurate sound sets. I mean, but I now I know why we've got noise abatement freaking issues in this country. Jesus Christ, they're supposed to be making engines quieter.
I know, right? So I was gonna buy the other one because they already put out the Rolls Royce pack, but then Superthrive was telling me that they're like the real thing, where they're just super quiet.
They're supposed to be.
I don't want quiet ones. I want monsters attached to the wing. So I only bought this pack. And then I renamed the folder to just sound, so that it's every livery is gonna have these engines. V4 is injecting files from V3 somehow. This one brought to us by Mr. Superthrive.
I can't explain it.
It's simple.
Try to explain it.
We were setting up the flight yesterday to fly online with Sparky, so I was loading my sim up at what airport was it again?
Salzburg.
Yeah, so I was loading up at Salzburg, and when I loaded it up, we saw these like taxi lights and everything floating up in midair, and this awful straight grass across the whole screen and across the runway and what have you, and we couldn't figure out where this was coming from. So Mr. Superthrive had a look on his sim, and the models of the taxi lights of that weren't even present on his. So we handed over to Superthrive, and he did some technical stuff, like he switched all my scenery off, all sorts of things. No matter what we did, these artifacts were still there. We were just about to give up when we had the idea to uninstall from V3 Digital Design Salzburg, and as soon as we did that, V4 was fine. Never installed that airport into V4. It's not available yet, I believe, but as soon as we uninstalled it from V3, all the artifacts and everything disappeared and the scenery was perfect again. No explanation for it whatsoever.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, it just boggles my mind.
Because I have my full V3 still installed, because as I install an aircraft, I slowly go in and I pull over my liveries, pull over my entries, so I still have it installed. And that's scary. I don't know. I couldn't begin to explain this either, but
this week I am actually going to uninstall V3.
Yeah.
Full uninstall. Get it out.
I think I'm getting there as well.
Yeah,
I have no intentions of going back to V3, so it's time. I've got 99% of the stuff that I want in V4, so it's time to go.
Yeah.
And the thing is, all of this was installed long before Mr. B installed V4. and I couldn't find any relations between them, so it just boggles my mind.
An interesting one, man. Thank you for reporting it. If anyone else out there is seeing a similar issue, please let us know also.
And if it is actually, if it, you know, we can get this enough people to say, look, this is a genuine thing, bug reports could be sent.
And one of the things I will say is that I have been very strict, and I have not tried to install anything in V4 that wasn't V4 ready. So it's not like I've been trying to hack stuff in. I've done none of that. You know, everything's V4 ready. It goes in the sim. If it's not V4 ready, not touching it.
Roma Ciampino X has been released. This is a cool little airport just outside of Rome.
Oh, that's the
Let's have a
second
peek.
airport there, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
This is the one that we did on the world tour.
Yeah.
That little regional
Is
airport.
this it?
at
This
the-
is where
the
you landed?
north of at the north of Rome. It's a really nice airport.
Very nice airport.
We
We've
made
had
this
a look
here.
at this already. We've seen those pictures.
Yeah, we looked at it before release. Yeah. It is now officially out, and let's have a peek.
But who made it?
Aerosoft. It's an Aerosoft release, but it is by it was by an independent guy, not by a company.
Okay.
I remember seeing the developer talking about it on Facebook. A good spot out there. A good spot.
Especially if you actually want to fly over Rome, you want to go over the Vatican and the Parthenon and all of that sort of stuff. Because the actual main Rome airport is way out of Rome.
Colombian airline unveils flight without seats.
God.
Get handrails. Like
Sounds
tube.
safe.
Is this one of them parabolic flights where they float?
The
Didn't
Independent
Ryanair want
reports,
to do this?
Yes, that a budget airline, Viva Colombia, is considering plans to remove all seats from its planes and make passengers stand. They hope the move will drive down fares by allowing them to squeeze in more passengers in each flight. And yeah, the concept is not new, and airlines have been toying with the idea of standing sections on flights for years. In 2003, Airbus came up with an idea of allowing passengers to be braced in a vertical seat. Ryanair also proposed standing seats on its fleet in 2010. At the time, boss Michael O'Leary described the standing seats as bar stools with seatbelts, and expressed doubts that the seatbelts were even necessary.
Is that a troll website or is that a legit one?
The thing is, have you been on tube? You've been on a tube train, yeah?
Yeah.
You've been on tube, and you got the handhold.
Yeah,
That looks
the
like
hand,
on
yep.
a little spring with a bobble on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Just a note.
The-
Just a note. I have a bullshit detector on my Chrome extension.
oh, it's bullshit.
Legit.
It's bullshit.
legit called a bullshit detector, and that is bullshit.
It is absolute bullshit, but it's brilliant at the
Imagine-
same time.
Can you imagine turbulence with people running up and down the plane like on a...
It's amazing. It's amazing. I love the last line. We are sure this will all end well. And besides, there's always external seating for the really poor. Amazing.
Such a bullshit.
Thank you for that, Beach. Thank you very much. Drzewiecki Design La Guardia previews. Let's have a peek at something fresh from Drzewiecki Design.
Drzewiecki.
Drzewiecki.
Oh, he got it.
Oh yeah.
It's nice.
That's
Now,
one
I
of the best
assume this is
texturing ever.
the new La Guardia, because hasn't it just been remodeled?
Yeah, this is new. This is Terminal A. Ooh, nice detail. Look at that.
That is one busy company, isn't it? They
Look
do
at that. There it
some
is.
stuff.
There it is right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes.
Futuristic look.
There
Is
it
it
is.
modeled in the inside too?
Oh gosh.
I hope so.
Oops. Oh. Nice, huh?
I know the texturing on the jetway could be better on the picture we just saw.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels a bit basic.
I wonder if it actually is basic though. I wonder. Because the whole airport is fresh. This whole terminal area is fresh. I wonder if they went with some kind of a minimal design jetway, which could be cool. I wonder. Definitely worth some research. Thank you, Drzewiecki Design. Vortex Simulations announces Grenoble Airport in the south of France. So this is a new face in the flight sim world. Vortex Simulation. Ladies and gentlemen, Vortex Simulations are proud to announce our first flight simulation product, Grenoble Airport. Situated in the south of France, Grenoble is a popular tourist destination for winter serving airlines such as British Airways, Thomson Airways, EasyJet, and Jet2. Welcome to the Vortex era. Here are some pre-texture shots. Does Norwegian fly into there?
Yes, I've been missing this airport for years now.
Oh, really?
I'd assume that's by a ski resort then.
I think you've been missing it for a few more years looking at the shots now.
Would that be by a ski resort, Mr. Pear?
Didn't they have the Olympics there one year? The Winter Olympics.
I can't wait to see the texturing on those things and the actual rest of the airport. I don't know who are those guys behind that company. I hope they have some experience because the modeling looks very cool so far.
Yeah, looks nice.
A lot of low-cost carriers fly there.
Yeah.
Yes.
FSXCenery KTUL Tulsa International Airport release. This one's submitted by Mr. Smurf John. Thank you, sir. Let's have a peek at
Released.
Tulsa International. I like the thought of something in this area.
Is it a bestseller?
Before only. Is it a bestseller? No, Dusseldorf is a bestseller. Oh, look, the last one we looked at is up there too. Roma Ciampino.
But it's V4 only.
Yeah.
What the?
That's the first one we've seen.
This money goes to the animal shelter.
Scenery builders. I've heard about those guys.
That logo is straight out of FS developers.
Does not look good in my eyes.
No, it's not looking good. Look at the isn't that default? Doesn't this look like a default?
CAD.
Yeah, looks like default tarmac and stuff here.
What the?
Terminal 2.
It's got throwbacks of a Kazakhstani airport.
No thanks.
But at least the Kazakhstani airport had a custom taxiways.
Doesn't look like it's using any of the features of P3DV4.
No,
this does not look impressive.
No. Well, given the benefit of the doubt, maybe the tornado went through it.
Well, it does
like
have
that
photo
stone.
scenery.
It has photo scenery, and the AFCAD seems like it's been worked on. It seems like there's a decent amount of work going into the AFCAD, but we're used to having overlays and textures on top.
Yes.
And nothing below that is acceptable. Yeah.
That's
Jetways
what
are default.
really makes the difference on a payware airport. It's the layering of the textures, those cracks in the tarmac, and the different types of concrete and asphalt and all that stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, but there's no showcasing of these. Oh wow. They don't show the lighting at night either, which is a bit scary.
Per, can I have your honest opinion? What do you
They have
think?
the lighting on.
Being a builder yourself.
I think I don't think it. Not from where I'm coming from on what you're used to in P3D at the time. You know, now it's you know.
I don't want to look at this in my P3D. No, it does not look like the greatest sim either. So part of these screenshots could very well be that, but no, I'm not just
Default jetways. That flag probably doesn't move either.
And the texturing on those buildings looked
The lighting looks baked into the textures and not dynamic lighting that you get from V4. If you look at some of the night pictures, it seems like the textures is baked into the building. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I don't think this looks good at all.
No. How much?
By
is
looking
it?
at the pictures, it's a skydive for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a skydive for me, man.
14. Nah.
$13. No.
No.
I just bought an amazing
not the
one
best
for
seller.
$10.
I would have expected it to be in the best sellers.
They should do a pack of the CRJ and the airport.
And sell it on the Steam store.
Oh gosh.
Had
They
them
did
jetways fly up.
Huntsville too?
Yeah, that one looks better. See,
Yes.
as you said, Edson, most of it comes down to the sim it's loaded in. Also, you have no
Yeah.
shadows here. You have no custom textures. You don't have anything to make it look better.
Yeah, they're not helping their own scenery with these screenshots, that's for sure. Richard Sims release Caribsky Barbados.
Caribsky?
Caribsky?
I don't know.
Caribsky. This one's submitted by Smurf John. Welcome to Barbados, the pearl of the Caribbean. Oops. Grantley Adams International Airport. Let's have a peek.
Sounds familiar.
Sounds beautiful.
Oh, that's all photoreal, huh?
If there's
Yeah,
auto gen on this
well.
thing,
I know.
There's auto
I know.
gen.
I'm like, we're all waiting
Oh.
for the next photo. If there's auto gen on top of this, okay. Oh, there it is.
I want this.
Dude, that is a lot of auto gen too.
Hand placed trees all over the place.
Shall we
That's a
go
lot of
deeper?
work.
Deeper in the matrix. Oh,
Yes.
He's got Mr. Superthrive's PTA settings there.
holy moly.
Beautiful.
Looks nice.
Look at the hand placed trees.
Yeah,
Absolutely gorgeous.
it's filled in too. Oh, the lighting. Oh
My
yes.
This is sure buy.
Sky 5,
That's
give
a
it to
sure
me.
buy.
But is this only the island or is it the airport as
Dude, look at the cranes over here on the end.
I don't care about the
Yeah,
airport at this point.
The port. Wow.
I'll take a float plane and fly in.
Damn, a lot of
Seasons.
work
Look,
has gone
seasons.
into-
Seasons.
I want this.
Wow. These are
Beautiful.
custom autogen buildings, guys. These are not standard.
No, they're handmade or auto
Yeah.
genned, but they're still 3D, which is insane.
Dude, yes. Take my
Yes.
monies. Take my monies. All right, let's have a peek here. So it does include an airport on site. TBPB.
Though they don't show it.
But they don't show it.
But someone else has made that airport. I wonder if it's Latin VFR or someone. Do a search.
It's the top seller.
There is an airport made already.
Oh my
for
god,
this
it is! It's the
island.
top seller! Yay! Carenado B1900D has been released for Xplane.
Yes, yes. I have something to say about that.
You do. Please, Mr.
I do,
Bear, the
yes.
floor is yours.
Yes. So this is. Yeah. So this is my personal opinion, of course, and take it with a grain of salt.
Or don't.
Or don't. Yeah. So as a customer of Carenado, many years spent a lot of dollars on their products, both for Xplane and for P3D. And now lately they changed some rules. Right now I have spent like almost $800 on Xplane Carenado planes for Xplane 10. And they are now updating their planes for Xplane 11. But they are charging full price for the update. So there will be no update fees for previous owners. you basically have to buy the product all over again. And that makes, for me as a customer who already bought 22 planes, almost $800. One more plane, for me to get the Beechcraft 1900 up to 11, I have to pay $35 more. And that makes the total amount for the Beechcraft 1900 for me $70. And this I do not like, because the plane is already modeled, the plane is already out, and the effort that goes into updating these planes are very small. So I don't see why we have to pay full pricing on their planes. By saying so, I was in a stream where they actually tested. One guy bought the Beechcraft 1900, and they did a side-by-side comparison between the Beechcraft 900 for Xplane 11 and the one for Xplane 10. And this is the results. All the texturing is all the same. No updated textures. Not a single new sound is to be found in the plane. The model looks exactly the same. The only thing they did was to bring in a PBR layer that makes this plane look shiny and fine. Brings out the metal, the chrome, all this. Even the flight model behaved exactly the same as the old one. So I do not like that policy. I would basically call it a cash grab. So yeah, that's a story from a customer who has been a customer for many, many years of Carenado planes. So we have to pay the price all over again to get this tiny update, which I basically cannot say is an update at all.
And the 1900D is certainly not a $70 plane.
No.
Right.
While the P3D gets all those updates for free.
Right.
Going
from
into
3 to 4.
E4.
Yeah.
It just does not make sense. I am, for one, not going to buy any more Carenado planes. I will say this though, I will buy a few of those planes, yes, but only when they do their Christmas sales.
Oh.
I will buy 3 planes, and that's it for me regarding Carenado. I'm not a happy customer. I feel left out, basically left out.
Yeah,
Who's happy here with Carenado? Who is? Edson is.
Let me end the story.
I like their BizJets.
I'm happy.
So
I've not dealt with that. I if I was him, I'd be pissed. I'd be fucking pissed.
They seem to be treating Xplane different to as they are treating the P3D customers, because they're updating their planes for P3D V4 at no charge. So why shouldn't they do that on Xplane?
Yeah,
I would be okay paying an update fee. You know,
Yeah.
an update fee. Okay, I don't feel left out. But charging the full price on a plane that's already made, which brings almost nothing new into the game, is, for me, it's just a cash grab.
You know what we need,
That's my
Per?
final word.
We need a movement. You know, we need a movement. Are you ready? Hashtag Xplane Lives Matter. Okay. Hashtag Xplane Lives Matter. Everybody tweet at Carenado right now. Clip of the week. Clip of the week. I have the clip of the week, but it's unfair because the CRJ had been shared many times over. So we're gonna scroll down here, and Sparky with his short landing is the clip of the week. Here we go. Can you explain to us a little bit how? What in the hell? And how did you slow this thing down and really like peg it right there, or?
No, it's kind of a bit of a misconception because I was actually flying a helicopter, but the model matching kind of got screwed up.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Looks
Nice.
stuck.
Yeah. How would you rescue that plane afterwards?
Oh gosh.
Realistically.
Realistically, if that plane were stuck there,
It's a crane. You have to dismantle it.
you'd have to dismantle it, bro. That'd be nuts.
Don't think you're getting much oil out of that rig.
No.
That'd
Not
be
for the
nuts.
6 months following that.
It's the new electric Airbus. That's just a charging station.
It is time for worth mentioning. These are posts that are just simply worth mentioning, not worth covering a full story on. They're new releases. Well, yeah, new releases of things we've already talked about and looked at in detail. Updates and just little tips and tricks sometimes make their way in here as well. So we'll rapid fire down through these. And if you guys have anything to chime in on, please just interrupt and let me know. Starting from the top, Flight 1 Ultimate Traffic Live is now V4 ready. It's a little bit complex. There's a forum post, so you have to find your way into the forum to get it installed.
I did have issues with this, Mr. Edson, because I installed this yesterday. Actually, I unloaded my hacked version in and put the official V4 version in, and it didn't work.
Oh,
What I
fun.
had to do is I had to uninstall the whole thing, install Ultimate Traffic 2 to put the models in, then I uninstall Ultimate Traffic 2, install Ultimate Traffic Live, and leave the traffic file in there. It's complicated, but it's now working.
Weird.
But it was a run around the houses to get it to go.
And true to my form, I hadn't put anything hacked in like Mr. Spark has done, and mine went in straight away with no hassle whatsoever.
What does that tell you, kids? What does that tell you? Don't play around with things.
Also released FS2 Crew PMDG 777 for P3D version 4. I scooped this up, have had no issues, it's been great. Alabeo aircraft updated to V4. This is the third batch. The Cutlass 2, the Stagger Wing, the Waco, and a few others have been released. So head over if you own any of those. BBS Cessna L19 Bird Dog has been updated. The PMDG 777 and 747 have been updated. They require brand new installations. So you're going to have to download a new installer and reinstall it all over again. Keep in mind, it will replace your aircraft.cfg. So if you've got custom liveries, and you probably do, back that file up. XP Realistic Pro has been updated to 1.09. Thank you, Mr. Pear, for letting us know.
Big improvement.
Did you also say that it introduced some issues, or no?
Not for me. I don't know if it did for Mr. Pear.
No, I said it introduces new features, but maybe it also introduces some new bugs as well.
Okay, gotcha. UK 2000 Norwich, yeah? Norwich and Manchester Extreme have been updated to V4.
Very nice they are too.
BizJet lovers, Carenado has released the 390 Premier IA for V4. So that's now out. Hold, Mr. Pear, I got you. Plan G test version for V4 is now out. So if you're a Plan G user, head over and check that out. The A2A Constellation has been updated for V4. But if you are a member of the Sky Lounge Discord, you'd have known that before the rush, because the developers came straight in and dropped us the golden nugget beforehand. So check out the Discord at the link below. The Aerosoft Bronco X has been updated to 1.20. Airport Bergen XP has been released. This is for Xplane, Norway.
It has?
Yes. This is by Aerosoft. He's like, oh,
A buy now button has been pressed.
yeah, exactly.
This
Jetstream
I need to
Designs
buy right now.
right now. You like
This should
Bergen?
be this should have been further up in the story.
He's right. He's right.
Jetstream Designs Palermo LICJ is now updated to V4. UK 2000's Exeter is now updated to V4. Rex has released an updated schedule for V4 compatibility. They are warning people to not put in the Rex into V4, even though it does work. They're saying you're not going to get our full quality out of it. So they're not saying it breaks anything. They're just saying you're not going to get the full experience, which is
Got to
probably
be good
true.
people like Mr. B and don't put anything in that's not ready.
Yes, exactly. And last but not least, I'll point you over to our ultimate P3D V4 add-on update compatibility list, which recently went through a little bit of an overhaul. So we've now got a much cleaner look for you to look through and search for your add-ons. A big thanks goes out to Mr. Smurf John for recreating the initial list and then continuing to update it. Smurf John, Sky 5 to you, bro.
Very
Thank
nice.
you.
Yeah,
Very, very
good work,
nicely
Lee
done.
John. Good work, sir.
Yeah, go and check out this list because it is ever growing, and the people are reporting everything that's found, and it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. You report it, you add the source, we add it to the list. So thank you to each and every one of you that has been reporting back on things that are getting updated. We can't possibly keep our eyes on everything, so we count on you for our stories here to cover and for updates like this. We appreciate you all very much. Make sure to check out our Twitch at twitch.tv/the Sky Lounge. Go over, hit follow. We're just a few shy of 4,000 followers. We'd love to hit that by the end of the week. Head over to the YouTube channel and hit subscribe as well if you haven't yet. And as always, keep submitting those stories. Thank you all so very much for joining on another episode of On Approach. Everyone have a wonderful day, a wonderful evening, and a wonderful week. We'll catch you next time. Sky 5.
Bye-bye. Got 5.
63, climb maintain 13 down.
13,000, Tempo 63.
63, contact the New York Center 128.3.
28.3, just 63, good day.